Hey guys, this is Daisha with Curl Logic. So I am working on day 10 of a twist out, and not a normal day 10 either. It's a day 10 where I didn't tie my hair down every day. I was in the shower and somehow I must have forgotten how to put on a shower cap like a human, and the whole back part of my head got completely drenched. It just doesn't feel right and it needs to be redone, but I don't have time to do my whole routine. So what I'm going to show you guys today are 3 of my go-to hairstyles when my twist out is completely done for. So this also works if you have a twist out fail where you thought everything was going to look right, you get up in the morning and it just doesn't work out. So let's get started. The first style I'm going to show you is the mohawk. So the next style is what I call the Regal Roll. Now, the first thing I do is take my hair down, and because my hair is so dry, I try my best to not manipulate it if I don't have to. So I do my little shake. I do that when I get up in the morning. I do that before I go to bed. I just shake it all the daggone time. So it looks crazy, but it does help in kind of separating my hair out. So I part a section of my hair, and one key thing is I don't really use combs too much. Once in a blue moon I may, but for the most part I do everything with my fingers. And this piece that I do is I curl it and I kind of roll it under. So taking my thumb, I roll my hair over my thumb and then use the other hand to finish curling it around, and then I smooth it down. So turn it with the thumb, curl it with the other hand, and then smooth it down. And I keep doing that as I go through the rest of the section on my head. It's really important that roll is as tight as possible, and then you put tons of bobby pins in because since it's not like a braid or a flat twist, there's nothing really keeping it together. So the thumb technique I've learned is really helps to keep it in place, along with 600 billion bobby pins. So starting to work on the ponytail part, I split it out into 3 sections. One to kind of make it tight, but so I can work on each individual piece. If I wasn't so lazy, I probably should have got up and got a hair clip to move the rest of the hair out of the way, but hopefully you guys can see what I'm doing. But I'm wrapping it around my finger first and then wrapping it around the ponytail. But I always start with the shortest section of hair first, and I find that makes the ponytail itself just more secure. So now that I've got the moisture and the cream in my hair, now I have to convince that moisture to never leave ever again in life. So I put a bunch of scarves on, and I put on 2, and it may look kind of crazy, but it serves a purpose. So the first scarf that I put on helps with keeping my edges slick, and the second scarf that I put on helps to make sure that the rest of my head is slicked down, because all that hair is wet, and without it being pulled tight, it's gonna frizz right up anyway. So on the back, when I'm putting the scarf on, I pull that little corner tip of the triangle down really tight and I tie it on. But on top of that, it also helps preserve my edges. So I am all about edges. I'm all about retaining my length. And even if the scarf is only on for 15 minutes, like it is in this case, that's 15 minutes of my hair not being rubbed back and forth, because what'll happen is over time, your edges will start to break off, and that's just from the scarf rubbing it. And after you fix the sections that may have moved because of the way the scarf was tied, this hairstyle will last about a good 3 days. You put the scarf on each night, and sometimes I'll spray a little bit more water or a little bit more hair cream, but that's about it, and super easy. And I saved my favorite one for last. I call it the double down because essentially I'm doubling down on the fact that my hair might be frizzy already, that it's lost some of the curl pattern, and I'm gonna make it even bigger than what it is right now. So I'm taking it and I'm separating it out. I separate it from the bottom a little bit. I separate it out from the root, mainly because that gives me a lot of the body that I'm looking for. And I just go through my whole head. I take the twists and I make the twists and separate those out even more. Separate as much as I can until I like the end style. There's pretty much no way to do it wrong. And I just keep going until I like it. Now in this case, I left the Regal Roll piece in the front so you can see that part, but then a little bit later I'm gonna take that part out too. So I know at the start of the video I said 3 of my go-to styles, but so I'm just going to call this one a bonus. But once in a while, after I do the double down, I'll put it in a high ponytail. And the high ponytail looks better after I do the double down because it's got more body to it. But I'll take a scrunchie, and I don't use a hair tie because a hair tie has a tendency to kind of pull my hair. So if I can avoid it, I'll use a scrunchie generally. The back is slicked up just with my hands. I don't use a brush, I don't use a comb, and just kind of style it from there. Now, sometimes I'll also want to put it into a bun. So I don't redo the entire ponytail. I just tuck the bottom piece under the edge of the scrunchie, but I do keep the bottom part out just a little bit. And that's mainly because it looks a little bit neater in the back and I don't have to worry about it coming loose while I'm not noticing it. And then I stretch it so it kind of arcs over top of my head. So that was the last style that I have for you guys today. So whether you have a twist out that failed or you have a twist out that's just totally done for, you've got some options and you don't have to do the entire routine. None of these take anything more than 10 minutes to do, and they all look great to me. So if you like the video, be sure to click like below and subscribe to my channel. So this is Daisha with Curl Logic, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.